We welcome y'all again, man, to another edition of Know That Sport podcast, man. This your boy Moore Drive. I represent Know That Sport, put to the footing. With my nigga BWOT. What it do, Pimp Ju?
What's up, guys? How you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Blessed to see another day, man. We done been live in the color like no other, man. Keep with my motherfucking brother, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Got to know that, you don't know nothing else.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man.
You know, the second round of the playoff done started, man. You know, I'm saying let's see how we did in the first round. Because in the first round, you had the Clippers to beat. I mean, you had the Suns to beat the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I lost that one, so then I thought the Lakers were gonna win that series until AD got hurt. I was banking on AD. It was no big deal. I was banking on AD.
Mm-hmm.
So you won that one. I said I had Denver to beat Portland. I think you did too.
Mm-hmm.
So that felt right. Had the house to embarrass the Knicks. I'm saying that felt the way that it's supposed to feel.
Yeah, I like talk about that. Talk about that right quick, man. Like, man, shout out to Hawk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, won it up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how they posted.
That was really impressive to me, man. So the way they came out here in the A and beat them 2 times, they really supposed to swept their A to be truthful. Because that game 2, they was up by 15 and them whole goddamn booked it back.
Yes, sir.
They really supposed to get swept. But from Jump Street, I ain't really surprised. I knew the Hawks were better than them. But I'm gonna say I really wasn't surprised. But you got to be fucking with the Atlanta Hawks if you got them been doing what the Atlanta Hawks been doing for years.
Exactly.
When they came down here, I was expecting how to really get a split when they came back down here. But when they won 2 games in a row down here, they let me know they were dead serious. Yeah. This ain't the same Joe Johnson Atlanta Hawks. This ain't the same Al Horford Atlanta Hawks. This ain't the same Josh Smith Atlanta Hawks. This is a brand new breed.
Exactly. So, like it's just like when we had what that nigga name we had Joe Johnson and Jeff Teague and all that look squad when they went to the 3rd round.
Oh yeah, that moved on with.
It's like about that level of good now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, now, I think we better than them. The reason why I say we better than that team.
Got real superstar. That's why.
Yeah, you just took the word right out my goddamn mouth. I swear you took the word right out my mouth. We got a legit superstar all-star. I'm talking about the real one, not the play.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just took the word out of my mouth, though. That's different to me.
I already know. I feel the same way. But I feel
that is that different.
Yeah. So what the Clippers and Dallas series looking like?
Shit, they got down. If when they boiled down to it, the Clippers got to win 2 in a row. They got them. They down 3-2, and shit, they got them. If they win, shit in their game. If they win, they got the game. If they win game 6, they go to game 7. Game 7 will be, I think, Sunday. I think game 7 will be Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then one of that series played Utah.
Okay.
I picked the Clippers to win that series, so I'm gonna get to talking about the Clippers that won it already. The Clippers played Utah in the 1st round. I mean in the 2nd round in Utah. I like the Clippers to beat Utah. I like the Clippers to beat Utah in the 2nd round.
Man, they got man, like they can't beat. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all predicted, you know what I'm saying, really to win the West now. Like, really, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't given, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Like, y'all posted really.
It's like you're the most talented team for right now. So even though they've been.
This really gonna show, bro, they're really gonna tell you what type of coach Lou is. What the name? What that name? Any name, Lou?
Ty Lue.
Ty Lue, yeah, exactly. Ty Lue, exactly. They're gonna really go tell you what.
That's why I said I picked the Clippers to beat Dallas. Even though they're down 3-2, I think they'll win in their 2 games and they'll beat them. So because Ty Lue, even though Dallas got a good coach, the coaching matchup is even. So now it's about skill and talent, and I think the Clippers got more talent. So I'm going against them against Utah in this series. I like out there the Clippers to beat Utah in 6.
So, Utah 6.
I got Clippers in 6 to beat Utah in 6.
Mm-hmm.
The next series, you got Denver and the Houston. You got Denver and the Phoenix Suns in the West. I know. Hold on, who you like? I say if when it boiled down to it, I said the Clippers gonna go there. Not goddamn trying to get back to the old subject, but I said the Clippers gonna go. I know you like the Dallas Mavericks, so if the Dallas Mavericks do beat the Clippers and they play Utah, who you like?
It beat Dallas and Utah.
If Dallas put out the Clippers, who you like if they play Utah?
Oh, I like Dallas.
And what?
I say 6.
If Dallas play Utah, I like Utah. I'm saying, cause Utah shoot. I'm saying Utah, they can shoot that motherfucker. They can shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, they can shoot. Yeah, I ain't gonna knock that, but shit.
I like Utah, but I like the Clippers to beat Utah though.
I'm gonna ride them out. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That's just saying like the mid game when we talk about the Denver on Phoenix. When it boiled down to it, from Jump Street, I said the Western Conference final gonna be LA Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. I picked that. I picked that 2 episodes ago, probably.
Right.
So if I'm saying that, you know who I like against Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets. I like.
You ride them out. You gonna ride them?
I think the boy Jokic, the Joker, gonna have a big series against Clippers. They have a big series against Clippers. I think the Clippers. I'm saying wrong. I think Denver will have a big series against the Suns. I think Jokic will have a big series against the Clippers.
It's all in Devin Booker, man. Saying with them folks. And then with DeAndre, you know what I'm saying? Once he, you know what I'm saying, as long as he give you, you know what I'm saying, 22 and 12.
See one thing about this series and different than the other series against the Lakers, Aikens got to check somebody this series.
Yeah, he do.
Last series, he might be on Marcus Saul or some shit like that. So who they might put at the power forward? They ain't gonna tell who they might. He wasn't checking nobody. Right. He might be on drumming, shit like that. Joker finna have the ball. Joker might get that bitch at top of the key. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
He got to come on with it. He got to come on with it.
He got to step up and step out.
Yeah, he got to come on with it. So I'm fucking with them. I'm saying I think Denver beat the Phoenix Suns in the second round. I think Denver beat the Phoenix Suns.
Exactly.
In the easy cover, you know, we got the Hawks. Now, before the Hawks, we got the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. We both was in. You had Miami to beat the Bucks. At first, I did too, till I thought about it, and then I went and got Milwaukee. I picked Milwaukee to beat them.
I lost that. I didn't think my boy really just gonna just be mediocre like that. And what I'm talking about Butler, like I ain't think he gonna be mediocre like that. Like Charlotte really just out there. You know what I'm saying? They're playing like damn, bro. I seen him do it before, but like he's like, damn. I thought you kind of caught that little like, yeah, all right, man. Like, man, that man, you really had a one-man show still here and beat y'all, dog.
When it boiled down to it, the X factor what I thought it was is what it was. They had nobody on the floor to match up with the Greek Freak. Yeah. When you're throwing people like Andre Iguodala and Trevor Reeves and all them folk there, man, them folk trying to eat. It's time to eat.
Time to eat.
I know that man I got big when he see them folks on it. It's time to eat. Ain't no play. It's time to eat for real. I'm talking about what they call that shit back in the day on Old Country Buffet. Man, it's time to eat. Man. When he see them folks online, I knew that for a fact. That what made me switch. My pick. That what made me switch my pick on that. But they can't adjust to him. So they got about to stop him. You got to throw 2 niggas at him. And now you got folks like Chris Middleton wide open. You got them boys, them other overseas boys they got on the team, shooting threes and all that. They getting wide open shots. That's why I had Milwaukee to beat them folks. Now, it ain't that easy. Now you got Milwaukee getting the Brooklyn Nets. Who you think gonna win that series?
Milwaukee and Brooklyn Nets. Mm-hmm. Shit, I'm with Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like KD, man. Like, man, I believe in KD. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I like Brooklyn too. But my thing is, I think Brooklyn, this game one that they play this weekend, game one, gonna tell you what the P really doing. I expect the Brooklyn Nets to beat shit out of them. I ain't talking about no 30 and how the Sun did the Lakers. I ain't talking about like that. But I'm talking about beat them and show them that you ain't seen the big three all year. They ain't played all three. They ain't played the big three that they got all year. The first game, Kyrie Irving didn't play, and the next two games they played, James Harden didn't play. So they ain't seen the big three at one time all year.
Right.
So when I see and think about the same thing I thought about with the Miami Heat, like who the hell gonna got that? Who the hell they gonna put on the Greek Freak? Now I ask the same question about Kevin Durant. Who the hell they gonna put on Kevin Durant to check Kevin Durant?
No, man.
Don't want to put the Greek Freak on him. Fuck around getting foul trouble. Now you're getting beat by 30.
Exactly. Easy.
So the question is who they gonna put on Kevin Durant? And whoever they put on Kevin Durant, you still gotta need somebody to try to help him. So now I'm looking for guys like Joe Harris to hit a slick 20, you don't even see it. Like damn, where them 20 come from? And so I'm looking for the Nets to beat them in 6. To be real, I think they'll beat them in 6.
Yeah, I see.
But the first game, I'm talking about beat them, be like, but they ain't seen no shit like this.
Get by like 2 games, you know what I'm saying, to catch up, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we can match up, see what y'all throwing at us. And then shit. You know what I'm saying? The other games, shit, out of the good 10, 12 point wins. 8. Enough.
Yeah, I got my like. Had the first game beat them down by 15 or something. End of the game they lose by 8, 6.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's uphill climb though. It's gonna be an uphill climb. Fuck with them folks. Next
Right.
game, the next game we got is Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers.
I want the Hawks.
That guy got me so shaky, man. To be real.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? First shot. All right. So get what? You know how I feel about Embiid, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. I just feel like he just is old weak ass, you know what I'm saying, nigga. They don't really take the game serious, but he had been taking the game serious, and Doc Rivers got that man right. So shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? So it's in him somewhere to be a superstar, right?
Yeah.
However, you got an injury and around with the home team.
I feel you on that one. I'm borderline like that too, really. Because I really look at it like this. If Embiid don't play the first two games and the Hawks and get a split, now they got to rush Embiid back. You got to get him back fast, quick, and hurry now because you can't afford to goddamn fall down too much. Like, I don't think the Philadelphia 76ers can beat the Hawks without Embiid, bottom line. But
They can't.
But if the Hawks mess around that and don't get that split them first 2 games, now Embiid get to sit down longer. Ain't no rush on him.
Nah, they can't do that.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem. See, the object, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually see the Hawks, you know what I'm saying, win the first. Well, it all depends. If they play in Atlanta first.
And they're playing in Atlanta first, they're playing in Philadelphia. Philadelphia #1 seed.
Okay, so that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So they'll win that second one.
For them to have a chance, they gotta get a split though. Because I don't think Embiid gonna play that first game. That's Sunday. I don't think he's gonna play that first game.
What time they play?
This will be an early game. They in Philadelphia, it's gonna be an early game. That's 3:30 shit like that. I don't think he's gonna play that game.
Hey, that's still East Coast, so you know what I'm saying? That's still a 3:30 game.
That's gonna be like 3:30. So I don't see them playing that game. I don't see them playing that one. But the more the Hawks, as long as the Hawks win, the rest got to be put back on Embiid. Right. But if the Hawks lose, the more game the Hawks lose, the more Embiid sit down, the more rest that he get.
Right.
So when it boils down to it, I got I say Philadelphia gonna beat them. I'm saying I picked Philadelphia and the Knicks to go to the Eastern Conference Final.
If let's see, okay, so to follow that point, if the Philadelphia beam is cut Doc Rivers.
Yes, I say Doc Rivers and Say Doc Rivers and Embiid to be real. I say Doc Rivers and Embiid.
I don't see. I just see. He hurt, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he, you know what I'm saying, gonna be effective like that. So it's how depends how Doc set that man up to get him, you know what I'm saying, to be effective. You hear him? Cause he ain't gonna be able to play like that.
I see you on that. You're right. I don't expect him to be super effective. But I think I take the Philadelphia with the more experience and everything. I take Philadelphia.
Capella could get that man some problems, man.
What is that?
I think Capella could get that man some problems. Yes, sir.
I don't think not a non-healthy Embiid probably, yeah, but
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying.
What that nigga goddamn ain't bullshitting, boy. That boy Kawhi Leonard ain't bullshitting, boy.
I said, watching it, yeah.
That boy Kawhi Leonard ain't bullshitting, boy.
You looking at the game?
Yeah, that boy Kawhi Leonard just got there. Kawhi Leonard got about 45. Kawhi Leonard got about 45 on the Clippers up by 8 points.
Real.
4 quarter minute and got them 30 seconds left.
Killing them folk. Oh, man.
This on everything I know. Kawhi Leonard got 42 points. He done scored 42 points since the first quarter. He got 45. They can't do nothing with it.
He going crazy.
Shout out that thumping, boy.
He got to win it. He dead serious.
Shout out that thumping now. Shout out. He had that thumping.
Yeah, got that motherfuckers out.
But who said I like Philadelphia. Who said I think Philadelphia they match up with the Hawks more deep. I'm saying like the Hawks deep, they deep too. So I like Philadelphia to beat the Hawks in 6. I like Philadelphia to push the Hawks. I mean the Hawks to put Philadelphia by 6. I give them 6. I get Hawks by 2 games. I think the Bulls stop here. So I'm saying and I ain't mad about losing in this round because I feel like this far they go.
I think it's gonna sell. They'll say Philadelphia. They'll say put it out of 7. They'll say, but I think I'm still going with the Hawks. Cause like I say, I think Doc Rivers, you know what I'm saying, a little bit better than Nate.
I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that they win in the coaching. So I'm saying I believe they win in coaching. I'm saying when they come out, I think Doc Rivers better than Nate too. I still like. I think the House ain't gonna lay down though. But healthy Embiid, they ain't got a chance.
I said they go 7. They go 7. They go 7.
Yeah, healthy Embiid, they ain't got a chance. I ain't got a chance with healthy Embiid. Period. I don't think they got a chance with healthy Embiid. Embiid ain't gonna be healthy. I don't think. He got some kind of tumor and this shit. So it should be a good series. It should be a good series. Now, what happened with the Lakers, bro? I'm saying what I'm saying. When it boiled down to it, I picked the Lakers to win this series just because of at the day.
I ain't gonna say cap it now. You did that shit on the strength, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it a pin. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? You got LeBron James, you got AD, you know what I'm saying?
These folks ain't never been there before. You see what I'm saying? This shit got beating them. I'm saying, so I'm looking at it like
this what I looked at. This what I seen, bro. This what I seen. 8-0 in that bubble, and you got kicked out. That shit pissed them boys out. That pissed them boys out all the way. Like, oh, what? And you got, you know what I'm saying, Chris Paul came and added that shit on. It was a perfect combination, and they jailed up, man. Them folks jailed up.
Yeah, they jailed up. You can't say that they jailed up.
Them folks jailed up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Devin Booker who wants to be elite.
Yeah, he wants you to know him.
Next level, you know what I'm saying? Like, wherever Kobe Bryant told him, but I believe and I'm achieving. I'm going for them, man. I want the 81. You feel me? Like shit like that. So okay, so get what? AD, he glad, man, folks. LeBron James. Get what? You know what I'm saying? You built like a tank, but get what? Even tanks got them break down, my dog.
You gotta believe that. You gotta believe that.
What's going on?
For the time, you can't beat for the time.
You can't beat it. Y'all niggas, these Lakers niggas over here believing in Schroeder. Huh?
That's what they were believing in. They weren't really believing in. They weren't really believing in Schroeder, man. When they boiled down to it, Lakers,
They want him to be number 3 option out. They wanted him to be number 3 option out.
they want. I said the Laker fans weren't really believing in Scooter. They were still believing in what they saw in 2013 and 2015. I said the way LeBron James played in 2013, 2015, they got them. I said that they were believing in that. They were believing in the. Excuse me. They were believing in all the one-on-one accolades he done did in his career. I'm saying like lead the league in this and lead the league in this, and then he's scoring and 5-time defensive player and stuff like that. They were believing in all that. They had forgot about the day that I'm saying the time that he done won championships. 4.
Right.
Didn't have nothing to do with all the days that he was winning them achievements he was doing. And what I mean by achievement, he 5-time defensive player of the year. All 5 of them times he won defensive player of the year. 9 times was the time that he won a championship.
Right.
9 time. I'm saying like 9 time was like 9 times when he won a championship. 9 times. When he went to 17 All-Star games. I'm saying out of 18 years.
Right.
Out of them 17 All-Star games, he won 4 times out of 17, four championships out of them years. That's 17 years he played. He won 4 championships. So they caught up on the individual achievements. Like we talking about an individual sport. We're not talking about an individual sport. We're talking about a team sport.
Right.
And so they get caught. He the only player I ever seen in my life. I never seen it before. The individual accomplishment overbeat team. It ain't about team. It ain't about team no more. It ain't about team no more. Period. It ain't about team no more. It's about if he win, he did it. If he lose, they didn't hit it.
Like, see, like, look, what happened is what everybody knew was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It was just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? You ran out of games. You that bubble win wasn't it, dog. You know what I'm saying? You had 45 damn days between, you know what I'm saying, for a good rest, and then you start with your battery, you know what I'm saying, for the charge. You know what I mean? So you thought you can repeat it again. And you can't do a whole season. That's what it is. It's over with.
But that started showing up 3 years ago. This year, last year, and when I said 3 years ago, I said it wrong. No, I didn't say it wrong. I'm just gonna say it so people understand what I'm talking about. This started his first year in LA.
Right.
And what I mean by that is a prime example, he got hurt.
Exactly.
And he couldn't come back like he wanted to. That was a full season. That for Corona, that for the bubble, that for anything that ever happened. Then when this shit was normal. He got that, he couldn't do a whole season, he got hurt.
Right.
So when he got hurt, he couldn't come back and perform like he wanted to. He started popping his flavor, saying like, oh, I'm finna activate and all that. They ain't never flavor pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be all activated and he couldn't do it. That was the first sign right there. That was the sign showing you that you're going down the hill.
Right.
The next year, when the 4-month layout come, 4.5-month layout come, them same 4 months, everybody say, oh, everybody had that same break. You right about that. Everybody did have that same break. But everybody ain't as old as these folks here. Ain't everybody ain't as fragile as one of their players is. And that player is AD.
And true indeed, they are more effective than the other people, you know what I'm saying? When they are fresh.
Yes. So like when you start
that's what got them believing that. You know what I mean? But however, like you say, Father Time, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it. So when they started back over the 4-month thing, 4.5 months, they just like you played, stop, went home, got some rest, recharge your battery, come back, let's start all over again. So you're gonna get the same person you got that ain't playing basketball. And so they ready. So they ready to play basketball. And that's how they looked like they looked in the bubble. Because it was just like the beginning of the season all over again.
Exactly.
It looked just like that.
Exactly.
So that happens. That happens. So that psych everybody out. And at the same time, people act like these excuses, but these ain't nothing but some facts. One thing about sports, politics has a lot to do with sports. Right. Anybody who don't think that, it's something wrong with you. So I think it looks real good when one of the best basketball players ever played, he passed away. One of the best, one of the influential rappers out of LA get killed.
Right.
So a good rapper, I didn't say pretty good rapper, a good rapper and a good person. Was that trying to make a change and do stuff that right. It looks just like when New Orleans had Katrina. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It looked perfect together. Let it get a championship, man. It looked good, man. It looked good. It looked a good 30 for 30. It's a 30 for 30.
That part.
Okay, so I don't knock it though. That would happen. It's cool. I can deal with it. That's out my hand. I can't do nothing about it. But I can acknowledge it. So then when the next year come, you sprain your ankle, it take your goddamn, you don't get well, period. Your ankle don't get well no more. Right. So you stay out for 20 games, 30 games. No, I take that back. You had a bubble that let you stay. Y'all don't play basketball for like 75 days. Now you say you done rest your back and we ain't had time to play. It's cool. And so you come back, mess around and glad you don't get that 4-month break no more. So now you gotta goddamn go your full throttle. Come on with it when that shit start getting weak. You can't sit down and goddamn recharge back up. You gotta keep on going. That's why nigga like AD got hurt. Like he been getting hurt every year he been in the league until they had this bubble year. Then the king get a sprained ankle. It take him, got them 30 days, 20 days to get back, to get decent, the right to come back to play. He come back, you got that sprain that motherfucker again because you really wasn't ready to play, but you're trying to push the issue, you aggravate your ankle again, and you just don't get that right.
And one thing about Shawty, he ain't finna hurt himself. He ain't finna put too much about his shit no more. Like he everything like I say, like his problem, him being lined up with the, you know what I'm saying, even with the Magic Johnsons and the Larry Birds, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Michael Jordans and the Kobe, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna say.
See, like, that the part I be talking about when it comes to LeBron James. No disrespect to him, period. One of the greatest basketball players, one of the greatest basketball players to ever play. Because he in the category with them folks. He can play basketball. He's one of the greatest basketball players they can play. But it's another level to it. You see what I'm saying? And people try to put him in that level, and he ain't into that level. He ain't at that level like that. Like compared to Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I mean Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. We don't talk about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant because how many rings they got. We talk about when they were time to shake it, they shake it.
Exactly.
We can't talk about ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. It wasn't no. When we talk about Kobe Bryant, I bet you we talk about more than he did to win, more than we can talk about than he lost.
Exactly.
When it comes to Michael Jordan, we can talk about more things he did that he won, because it's about winning and losing. It's not about, I came in second place, or I made it here. It's not about that. It's about wins and losses.
It ain't even about like it ain't even about like the playoff with them folks. Now, never alone the playoffs in championships. Like them folk, when it came down to win the game, they want the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like a prime example. The whole world know if Kobe Bryant get down 3-2 to a team, you better believe that first quarter, Kobe Bryant gonna shoot the ball at least 6, 7, 8 times, 9 times. By halftime, you can better believe Kobe Bryant will have at least 15 to 16 points at the half.
Right.
Ain't no Kobe Bryant has 4 points. He's not shot the ball but 3 times the whole first. No. But when you say that about LeBron James, first thing they say, he ain't Michael Jordan, he ain't Kobe Bryant. You right about that. The reason why he ain't there, Cause what they got in them ain't in him.
Exactly. Like even they errors, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, like, okay, who was the next person stepping up in championship to Kobe Bryant? The dude who just left his team, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now I say one more person.
Who?
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan. Okay. So that right there, right? Okay, cool. Boom. Same thing with Jordan. Same thing with Jordan. Only person he had was, you know what I'm saying, Akeem Olajuwon. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, you got this man. This man, LeBron got 2-3 people right behind him and about to be next up to him.
In team basketball, you're right. In basketball, you're right. In team basketball, you're right. In individual accomplishments now.
And also in individual, you know what I'm saying, achievements too.
Not too much, because they're not too much with individual achievement. Because what I mean by that is, nigga like LeBron James, what he gonna do? What I see him do? He done did shit that niggas ain't gonna really. Like he lead NBA in playoff wins, points, all of those type shit in the playoffs, all of those type shit. The reason why, because he been playing more longer than them folk.
There you go. That's true on that.
He been playing more longer than folk. But individually, he a hell of a 21 player. You see what I'm saying? He a hell of a. I'm saying, they can play at 21, they play 21, but home got them dominate. My home got to get all the rebound, home get all the see, home score all the points. But when it boiled down to it, when you play 5-on-5, home ain't gonna get you what you want every time, man. I'm telling you, man. But they act like home will get you what it guarantees home will get you what you want every time.
Right. That's how to believe in it. You know what I'm saying? That's how to believe in, bro, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it you know what I'm saying? Like once you line shout it up to all the greats and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the achievements they brought to the game. Only thing bro did, he showed these folk they value as a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? And know how to negotiate your trade. That I don't take from. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but you did that. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, far as the game itself, you played it like a regular player.
I'm saying, do who I can put when I see the LeBron James, do what I compare him to. I compare him to somebody like I'm gonna say like Wilt Chamberlain.
Can't do.
Listen, let me tell you why I compare him to somebody like this is why I compare him to somebody like Wilt Chamberlain. Anybody know what Wilt Chamberlain was? Wilt Chamberlain was a butt naked, couldn't do nothing with it. Only nigga had a chance with him with goddamn Bill Russell. But if you know why Wilt Chamberlain was a butt naked, because Wilt Chamberlain was the biggest nigga on the phone.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? At that time, wasn't no 7-footers. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't that going on?
Right.
So in LeBron James' era, since he been playing, have nobody ever been 6'8", 260, run like a deer, and goddamn the body of Karl Malone. Nobody.
You're right.
That's why you see him go. He break all the stuff he do. They say he score all the points. He do all that. He goes to the final 10 times in a row and shit like that. Cause ain't nobody matching up with him. Ain't no you can't match nothing up. You can't match nothing up. You can't match nothing else up with him with that caliber of how he is, how he built. But when he get there, it ain't out. Now it ain't about that. It's about his team win championship. The same way I just said about Wilt Chamberlain. And the only person matched up with him was was Bill Russell.
Right.
Bill Russell got 11 championships.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So when Wilt Chamberlain did all that when Wilt Chamberlain doing all that shit over there in the West.
Right.
Same way LeBron James doing all that shit over there in the East.
Right.
When he had it running to the West, when Wilt Chamberlain had to run into the East over there, we got that Bill Russell.
Right.
I'm saying Bill Russell got that. Now we matched up. You can't do all that shit no more. You can't do that. And you see what's really going on.
You right.
The same way with LeBron James. LeBron James said over there where he at, he went to the final 9 straight times over there in the East. Couldn't nobody match up with it over there. Nobody. You can't call out 9 player in the 9 years that he done went to the East. He done went to the finals in the East. You can't call out nobody over there that you can be like, shit, I can match him up with LeBron James, but he can match LeBron James. He can match him up. You can't call out now. Ain't now player was over there at that time.
And yeah, you right.
At that time. When he started doing this shit, Detroit was falling off, and Boston was getting old.
Yeah.
Nobody else matched up with it. But then when he got to the West, when he started playing the West, that's why you get 4 out of 10. Same way with Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Bill Russell, the most dominant player that ever played basketball back then or whatever. He ain't got more championship than got their not Bill Russell. Wilt Chamberlain, one of the most dominant basketball players to play back then. He ain't got more championship than Bill Russell though. Bill Russell got 11 more. You see what I'm saying? He got 11 more.
Right.
So all that dominating you doing, all the big stats you putting up, when it was time for the money, Bill Russell did that shit 11 times.
Exactly.
He did it 11 times. So I don't know how many times he went and lost, but if he went 20 times and got that 1-11, that shit sound pretty good to me.
Shit, 13-year season. I mean, career season. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I'm a president.
And folks will say, oh, there was different basketball era. You're right. And if you want to say a different basketball era, I can say the same thing about what LeBron James doing right now in this basketball era. I don't think he could have did back in the day in the Michael Jordan back era. The reason why I say that, because back then, they'll snatch your ass out there.
To survive.
And the way he run to the referee now, the way when you hit him a little bit, and now you know, y'all done see film of the nigga flopping and everything. Y'all done see the fake elbow in the face. Yeah, that's what I've seen all that. So if he doing that now and cries to the referee, as much as you see it, y'all would say it's hating or whatever. But what I'm saying is fact. You done seen it before. So that crying to the referee and all that. If he doing that now when the NBA is designed offensive wise to put points on the board, they fit the game more offensive than defensive. Right. So it's offensive minded. Offense say a ticket, defense win championship. That's the end of what you talking about. So if you in a league like when you playing in a league like that, and he crying with that going on, man, y'all done seen the New York Knicks back in the day, man. Exactly. Y'all done seen the Detroit Pistons back in the day, man. Y'all ain't never seen it. The younger people probably, but y'all ain't never seen Kurt Rambis coming there for a layup and they snatch his ass out the air. Never seen it. He ain't never seen Michael Jordan going there with the old lady doing it, and Bill said, don't do that no more. He ain't never seen that. So if he can't handle what's going on now, if I think I said it one before, if he think Draymond Green a bully in the NBA right now, if he'll call Draymond Green a bully, Draymond Green is an enforcer. And right now in the NBA, he really is for this type of NBA. Hell, you would think he'll call Charles Oakley.
Exactly.
What the hell he'll call? What he'll call Anthony Mason? You got to try to get that man locked up for assault.
Exactly.
So
Did COVID like that? Bill.
Yeah, when it boiled down to it, you gotta have this. You gotta have hard. You gotta have all that. And in basketball, the basketball that I know about, that I raised on, but he done changed, or how the media done let him change it. Boy, they taking this from you, and if they take this from you, you can't win. That's why they done change. That's why they change sports. That's why they change sports, football, and basketball so much. Because when it boiled down to it, the Detroit Pistons taught you that. I don't give a damn how much games you got, nigga. How much your heart? How your heart is? Where your heart at?
Right.
We going to just let your heart out your chest. Can you handle that? If you can handle that, well, you the butt naked. Exactly. And the NBA start saying, well, these niggas really soft. What's going on now? Well, they can't handle that. Well, them folk they can't handle that. They'll say that. They can't handle niggas start punking out. They can't handle that. They can't handle that. So if you can't handle that, come on, man. How can I say you the GOAT and you ain't even mentally strong? You ain't even mentally strong. So they say, and they say, man, can't nobody don't give a damn how many LeBron lovers it is or whatever. You cannot tell me LeBron James is mentally strong. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me you can't pump LeBron James out.
I just think, you know what I'm saying, like he's quick to
cry. He quick to cry. Simple matter.
He's quick to see another day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's very passionate. Like,
and what I mean by punking my prime example when they just played Phoenix Sun the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't come down if you don't get the call. I don't finish. Stop. Look at the referee. Whoop de whoop. Now he got his head down, walking up the floor.
Right.
He said that's what I mean by mentally strong. I ain't talking about getting up, want to fight, and all that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you run into adversity and it ain't going your way. You don't put your head down. You got to put that motherfucker up and you go head first.
There you go.
That's mentally strong. So
there you go.
That's what the era I come from. That's them the folks I know about.
Right.
Now don't get me wrong. Now I done seen Michael Jordan got that get up and referee for that man. What the fuck going on with that woo woo? You tripping? Come back down and then play, man. Give me the ball. Right. Let me get the goddamn ball. You see what I'm saying? I done seen Kobe Bryant do that. I done seen niggas like Tom Brady do that. Get the referee. Right. Man, the fuck going on with that woo? He pissed off because he didn't get a call. But that net play. Home got the ball in his hand. He finna make a play. He not throwing it to another nigga go stand in the corner. He not doing that. The niggas that I know about, the folk I believe you can put in the category of GOAT and shit like that, they ain't doing that. Them folk coming on with you got to knock them folks out. You got to beat them folk. Them folks ain't laying down. Period.
That's all right.
And
there's powder.
Yeah, so they ain't doing that. So then folks will see and say right now, oh shit, he in 18 years. So they were going to in 18 years. What you think him to do? So he can't do it by himself. I don't know what year this was. I don't keep up with the numbers like that. But I know when they played the Dallas Mavericks, he was doing that. I said, putting his head down, man, fuck that shit.
Look, man, he on the one look, man, the honest championship LeBron James won on his own is the bubble. Other than that, he always had somebody hit the last shot. Somebody had to bail them out and, you know what I'm saying, bring them back and all that, man. Other than that, he ain't won nothing by himself, man.
I ain't trying to find, but ain't nobody really won by themselves.
But I'm just saying.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, because like what you just said, I can hear folks say, what you mean? Michael Jordan got there. What about that shot, passing shot? And what about that shot Steve Kerr shot? The difference between that and what we speaking about LeBron James is, that shot, passing shot, Michael Jordan told Patsy before he shot that, you will be open. I'm going to get you the ball. Make this shot. You see what I'm saying? Same way with Steve Kerr. When he made it that same way. But with LeBron James, somebody else had the ball in his hand and he was somewhere else, standing in the corner of the three-point line. See how that? Like he the second option.
No, he gave it up. He gave it up. That's what he gives it up. He don't run to the light. He runs away from the light.
And at the same time, I can hear folks saying, "Oh, because he have done this." I ain't gonna say him pop it. He have done this.
He done hit a buzzer beat to him.
He lead the league he lead the league all time in clutch shots made. Okay. In the regular season. So I'm saying in the I don't know. I think he done hit a couple in the playoff before, whatever. I done see hit a couple in the playoff before. But at the same time, that don't tell me that he's super clever, bro. Hell no, because I done seen him go out there and make free throws in the clip too.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So people be getting it mixed up. They'll be, he need the league. Y'all talking about he ain't clutch, but he need the league in clutch shots made. You right. But when you break that shit down to the lower term, I ain't never seen him do nothing for the money. I'm talking about, I need this for the game. So they did for the game to put it in there. I can see a first round playoff, the score with tie, shit like that. I can understand that. But I ain't never seen you do it, goddamn it. It's the finals. Well, I need this shot, make one. They gonna win the game. They gonna win the game for me. No, I ain't never seen that.
And you ain't because it's over.
I done seen you not make. I done seen you fuck on free throws. So that what the bottom line, what I'm saying when it comes to LeBron James, I'm really tired of talking about it. Get on the nerve. Everybody want to put him on a pedestal. Well, this same pedestal you putting him on, I can say stuff that ain't no excuse for. Like,
and knock him down.
Yes, he got more, just as much achievements he done did, and just as much excuses that he haven't done. You see what I'm saying?
He had, you know what I'm saying, one thing about these players, you know what I'm saying, most of all these, you know what I'm saying, at least they categorize him, they dominated in their era. You know what I'm saying? This something else
that I feel the same way about, like when you say about the era. That I wouldn't mind a LeBron James fan to say this to me or ask the question to me. When LeBron James, we're gonna compare all three on era. That I feel the GOAT or whatever will be the GOAT conversation. When LeBron James when he in his era, how many folk did he held back from getting a championship? How many folk? Like, since LeBron James been playing, KD got some. He done beat KD before, but KD done beat him too. KD got some. Steph got some. Kawhi Leonard got some.
Leonard.
Yeah, I say Kawhi Leonard got some.
Kawhi Leonard, yeah, exactly.
So Kevin Durant got one when while he was in his era, because he played in his era. Kevin Durant got one. Not Kevin Durant, but Kevin Garnett got one in his era, because he played with it. LeBron James played in it. LeBron James played in the era. I mean, Kobe Bryant played in the era. He got one in the era.
That's what it is. You're right.
Dwayne Wade got one in his era.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki got one in his era.
For sure. You're right.
You see what I'm saying? Chauncey Billups got one in his era.
Shit, Paul Pierce
got one in his era.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't even think about that.
You know what I'm saying? So
too many folks snagged on him.
Now, when it comes to Kobe Bryant, how many folk got? And all the folks I'm talking about, I ain't talking about no. I ain't calling out no second screen nigga, or Robin. I'm talking everybody. I'm calling out these folk major players on their team. These folk the majority number one option.
Mm-hmm.
And when Kobe Bryant playing, Tim Duncan got one in the era.
Yep.
I'm saying, I think, did LeBron James get one in the era? I think LeBron James got one in the era with the Heat or whatever. He got one with the Heat in his era. So say, who else got one in Kobe Bryant era? Shit, ain't too many other folks you can say got one in Kobe Bryant era.
Like I said, Shaq. That's about it.
Yeah, but Shaq did with him and without him.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
So ain't too many folk got some. Kobe Bryant and Shaq held a lot of folk back from getting championships in their era.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade. That's about the only person that would say.
I said, how many folk right now that pissed off because they ain't got a ring because of Michael Jordan?
Too many.
Clyde just so happy they got that Akeem Olajuwon hadn't got him. He don't know what to do.
Exactly. Hello.
They're just simple 1, 2, 3. LeBron James one of the greatest in his era, but the folk that it's a lot of folks it's two for. I know at least two. I'm gonna say a lot. It's two folks he ain't even in front of.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, like you got to think. You know what I'm saying? KD, he got, you know what I'm saying, 3. The 2, right? 2 or 3?
KD got 2.
He got 2.
Kevin Durant got 2.
Kevin Durant got 2. You got Steph got 3.
All this in LeBron James era.
Exactly. Who right next to him?
You see what I'm saying? So I don't everything I just said versus and everything you just said versus is facts when it comes to LeBron James. Straight up and down.
I just think, you know what I'm saying, like, he just an all-star, but he ain't one of the best at it.
I think he one of the greatest to play basketball. No, I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say people like, oh, he got them. Oh, he Paul George. Hell, fuck no, he ain't Paul George. Paul George can't hold a job scrap. He ain't Paul George. But he in the category with your Magic Johnsons and shit like that. I mean, he up there with the folk. But Magic Johnson ain't Magic Johnson ain't in the category of Michael Jordan. He ain't Michael Jordan. You see what I'm saying? He ain't Michael Jordan.
At all.
Period. He not Michael. He not Magic Johnson. He ain't Michael Jordan. Period. He'll tell you that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the thing with me when it comes to LeBron James. I'm saying his people say that I hate on him, but it's just like the same thing people say about Dallas Cowboy fans, and I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan to the heart.
Oh yeah.
I had no problem. They'll tell you, oh, I ain't got no problem with the Cowboys. I just hate they fans. They fans get on my goddamn nerve. When they brought attitude, they're the same way with LeBron James. I had no problem with LeBron James. I give him all the credit in the world. But if fans want to turn him into Jesus Christ, he ain't Jesus Christ. Period. They hold his job scrap. So that's the thing. That's the thing about when he brought out to LeBron James. I never got caught up in the sauce. I never got caught up in the sauce.
Me either.
I never got caught up in that. And when it boiled down to it, numbers don't lie. Niggas do. If you do the math on how many times folks that been to the final, because that's the only thing they talk about, he been to the final 10 times. He been to the final 10 times and won 4. That's 40%. Michael Jordan been to the final 6 times. Ain't lost now. That's a thigh wow.
Exactly.
Kobe Bryant been to the final 7 times. Ain't lost number 2. They're like 80%, 90%.
80%.
You see what I'm saying? Same as Shaquille O'Neal. He been there 6 times, lost 2. Won 4, lost 2. About 80%. You know what I'm saying? I know Wilt Chamberlain been there. They say Wilt Chamberlain been there when I got 11 championship. He played the league 13 years. That means 2 years he didn't go.
Right.
Sound like 80%, 95%.
95.
90%. You see what I'm saying? Numbers don't lie. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to LeBron James, it used to be about who put it in the air at the end of the year. He changed the whole game around. I can't say he did change the whole game around. Now he ain't about goddamn winning. As long as you go, just go. If you go, you the button there. Keep going. No, it might put it in now.
Definitely. About winning.
It defeated. Because at the end of the day, it's 32 teams. And number one gonna put it in there. And number one, they gonna remember one. Without the era I come from, the basketball I know about, they gonna put it in one. They gonna talk about one team who won at the end of the year. Right. They ain't gonna talk about the team that went this year, went again. That they went again last year. They ain't gonna talk about it. When Michael Jordan won the last 2 championships, they don't talk about it. The Utah Jazz went to the final back to back. They don't say that. They say Michael Jordan. They say the Bulls went back to back. They again won back to back. They don't talk about the team who went back to back and lose. They don't talk about how many times you went there and lost. They talk about how many times you put it in the air. That what they used to judge on. That's why folks like Charles Barkley and Patrick, before you get too much, get Carmelo, they used to get so much hell back in the day.
Exactly.
That's why Carmelo and Charles Barkley get hell right now. If you ever look at that TNT show, Kenny Smith and Shaq get a man so much hell because he ain't never won that.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So when it boiled down to it, about when you do win, now they don't really talk about it. We ain't worried about how you done won because you see you done won. Now how many times can you do it? Not how many times can you go. How many times can you do it?
Every time you put it in the air.
Yeah, how many times can you put it out? But the LeBron James lovers or fans, whatever you want to call them, they want to erase their part of the script. They erase their part of the script. They don't want to talk about that part of the script. They just want to talk about he went there 10 times. Ain't nobody never did that before. Well, Champion got there 1 left.
Exactly.
He didn't play them. What I heard, he just said he played them for 13 years. I don't even know how many. I don't even not Will Champion, Bill Russell. I mean, so I keep getting
Bill Russell.
I don't know how long Bill Russell played, but I'm gonna look that up though. I'm gonna make sure I look it up.
Mm-hmm.
If he played 13 years and won 11, man, come on with it, Joe.
Bill Russell.
You can put Bill Russell, because they first gonna throw up in the it ain't the same era, whatever. You can put Bill Russell at number one. If you want to say the greatest of all time, you put Bill Russell at the GOAT or whatever, you put him at number one. But after him, LeBron James still don't come in second place.
Yeah.
He still don't come in second place.
Yeah.
At all.
I always said that.
He still don't come in second place. See what I'm saying? But this, I'm saying, when I say the people, whatever, I don't knock the people for feeling like that because I know why they felt like that. Because I didn't get caught up in it. The media planted this seed. The media planted this seed back when LeBron James was 18 years old. The king. It's just like the radio station. If the radio stations keep playing a song over and over, I don't give a how bad the song is. Eventually, you will know it.
Right.
How hard. And if it got any kind of rhythm to it, you're going to start thinking the baddest song out. Because you hear it all the time. Simple math. It ain't that hard.
I ain't never got caught up in that.
And that's how they did him. Not taking that from, not trying to say he ain't all that. He good. But I am saying he ain't all that.
He top.
Huh?
He won the top, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like
but they want to put him on like his fans want to put him on the stratosphere like he by himself. He not by himself. Like me, you talked the other day. In Michael Jordan era when he played basketball, the closest man to him was from Sergeant Wide down the goddamn Southern Cal Mall.
Southern Cal Mall, right.
In his era. They're the closest man to him. Him and his team, when nobody else on their team was closer to Michael Jordan and his team, but goddamn close. We got the Sergeant Wide, they got them Southern Cal Mall.
Right.
With LeBron James, right now his era, with the championships he done won, when you talk about the scoring titles and all that, I done seen James Winston throw over 5,000 yards. You think he got game? It ain't about guy. I ain't talking about individual stats. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about putting it in the air and goddamn being irrelevant for that year and making your team the butt naked.
Right.
LeBron James is that Sergeant Wide and goddamn the nigga that next to him over there by Abdul.
Exactly. Right across.
Or at Family Dollars.
Exactly. Right across the street.
Right across the goddamn street. He says that he ain't gone that far. It could take 2 years. And a nigga got just the amount of rings you got or more. And I'm talking about a superstar nigga. I ain't talking about no role player. I ain't talking about Robert Ory, a nigga who got 7 rings. We ain't talking about a nigga like Robert Ory who got 7 rings, got more than him. And all 7 of his rings, he contributed to every last one of them. Hit big shots and everything now. I'm talking about real buzzer beaters. I ain't talking about in the regular season. I'm talking about in the buzzer beaters to get you to the finals and all of those type shit. I ain't talking about that type player like that. I'm talking about some KDs. Like KD can win 2 more. Let's say KD win 2 championships with the Brooklyn Nets. He got 4, dog. What can you say? He have 4 championships. He done been to the final one. He done been to the final 5 times. What can you say?
Guilty.
You see what I'm saying? That's the point I'm talking about. We're not talking about individual. We ain't talking about boxing. We ain't talking about tennis. We ain't talking about golf. We ain't talking about that. The individual sports. We talking about team basketball, and the leader of that team can go win 2 championships and get his team 2 championships, and he got just as much as you got.
Oh, he'll hop them down. He'll hop them down.
Stephen Curry can win 2 championships, and you caught.
Exactly. Easy. Shit, you beat.
So how? That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to get in the LeBron James fans. Because it's quick. Everything I'm saying is fact. This ain't no makeover. Right? If check me when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I ain't got no problem with it. Cool. But everything I'm saying ain't nothing but the fact when it comes to the king. Now, if you want to break it down and let's start talking about individual, we ain't talking about sport no more, or team, hey man, young nigga man, video game like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about 2K now. But too bad basketball is a team sport.
Believe that.
So the same way you see it, same way when folks here say, oh, he lost. LeBron James lost, he had no help. But when he win, he the king. Come on with the jokes, bro. Really? That's how it go. It was really go like that. That's how it really go. No, it don't. Hell no, it don't. It don't go like that.
Yeah, bro. That's how I got to feel, man. Bigger than rap, bro.
How done change? He done changed the whole game. I'm saying he virtually done changed the whole game. To me, what I'm used to, I'm used to putting it in the air. Well, put in the air there who the butt naked. You don't put in the air, you ain't the butt naked. It's simple matter. It's simple matter. So all your LeBron James knows, I'm saying, if you call what I say about your king hate, I'm the biggest hater in the world.
There you go.
I'm the biggest hater. But everything I say about it, I can stand on it. So then I can prove what I'm talking about.
There you go.
And after I said, ask you what you got to say about it after I said, and I bet you come out with something like, he been doing it for this long. Or you spelled that word wrong. Shit like that. You gonna say something like that. I bet my last dime on that. Or you gonna say, what you, I don't know how you talking, I don't understand all that. You'll kick, you know how it goes. Anytime somebody saying stuff that facts, people try to throw a curveball in and try to change the whole scenario.
Oh, really?
And that I don't think that show me what I'm saying is right. But I'm really through talking about your buddy. I'm through with it. It's over with. I'm saying I believe he won't win another championship unless they stack the deck like the Brooklyn Nets doing. If he ain't caught on like what the if he ain't talking about doing what the Brooklyn Nets doing, he ain't finna win now another one. So that means the Los Angeles Lakers gotta get about 2 more niggas. Y'all get about 2. When I say 2 more niggas, I'm talking about 2 more superstars. Your Damian Lillard and somebody else. But the nigga will get Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, really. They're gonna get 2 more superstars. And do what the Brooklyn Nets doing if you ever want y'all king to put another one in there. They just be or another crisis come and we get a 4-month layoff, and then the P might get it shaken again.
There you go.
If you want to win another championship, I know y'all gonna say, hey, oh, we were healthy this year, we won. I wish you were healthy because I don't think you could beat Brooklyn, period. That's another thing. That's another thing to talk about. Oh, yeah. I got to say something about the health thing, too. They like to slip my mind. Please, LeBron James fans, stop throwing up the word health when he don't win. Because when you do that, you're really contradicting yourself. Because when you say that, I can go back to not last year, year 4 last. I ain't even go back to last year because we know how the bubble was last year. I can go back to year 4 last when Toronto won the championship and KD and Klay Thompson got hurt. Nobody didn't say nothing about that. All they said was Kawhi Leonard brought a championship to Toronto. That's what they said. That was the exact word come out of everybody's mouth. The media, everybody. He did. Kawhi Leonard, he's the best in the world. He just won a championship. He brought a championship to Toronto. That's what he did. Canada, he did. He brought the first one. That's what they said. They ain't saying nothing about no injury. They ain't saying nothing about, oh man, KD hurt in the leg. Or Klay Thompson fucked up. They ain't saying nothing about that. That's all they said. And the year before that, when Draymond Green got kicked out of the game, when LeBron James did respect the man, walked over and he got kicked out of the game, and what the name is, Andre Iguodala had a so bad.
Right.
You thought that was so bad, whatever. He still played. If you play, goddamn, you're playing. I don't care about what's wrong with you. He had a so bad. LeBron James blocked the shot. The man can't even jump. LeBron James blocked the shot. They didn't never say nothing about Andre Iguodala had a so bad. They said LeBron James did the best block in NBA history. They said LeBron James had the best block heard around the world. Really? I'm talking about really. What I'm saying, this ain't nothing I'm making up. You can go look this up. They said that man, that block he did with the biggest block heard around the world.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Really, man. Now, you can't tell me they ain't putting barbecue sauce on what that man got going on. And the media saying it, I ain't saying it. The media saying you hear this on TV, you hear it.
Tayshaun Prince did, you know what I'm saying, in that championship. Same block Tayshaun Prince did. Same
one Tayshaun Prince didn't get ready. Remember that? See, I said, Nigga, you don't hear that though.
Right.
You got to be a sports fan to know that what you just said, bro. You got to know the game to know what you just said. That's still the same damn thing. Takes out pretty the original. Same thing. But then you said that shit up under the rule. You don't hear that. When LeBron James block a man shot that can't even jump, and it's the biggest block we've heard around the world. Really, bro. Now you can't tell me that ain't jumper cable. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You see, you can't tell me that ain't jumper cable. They're juicing niggas up. But when he did that same thing with the Draymond Green, when he did both of that. Nobody didn't say nothing about that. Oh, they said, well, he came back for 3-1. He came back for 3-1. They ain't say nothing about the stuff that happened before. They ain't say that.
I can't lie. I ain't gonna take that away. You know what I'm saying? Come down for 3. Come down for 3.
I ain't got no problem. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it, period. I'm not knocking it come back for 3-1. My thing is, if you gonna say something about the reason why he lost, you can't bring up the reason why he won.
There you go.
When you know that was an X factor, you know that was an X factor. You can't tell me that was an X factor. But when he win, or we wasn't back that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Really? But when he lose, everything what it was is about something. Come on, man, I can't go for that one. That's the reason. That's the reason why I be like, man, y'all folk tripping.
Yeah, you gotta keep it straight up.
You got to keep it pimping. That's keeping it pimping. So that's just thou wow, bro. That's just thou wow, bro. You can't do it like that.
All right.
Well, I just wanted to just break down how I feel about the LeBron James. Get that little point out of the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I really got it on record. So I ain't gotta. I hear so much Lord have mercy when it comes to it. I just want to put it on record, man. It's just something I really want to get off my chest.
I appreciate the Phoenix Suns being the Lakers, and go ahead and collect my money. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. My bad about the money part too. I picked the Lakers. I picked the Lakers to win this series, but last year I got caught. Nigga caught me. So I bet him that the Lakers weren't gonna win the championship last year.
Right.
Before the bubble even starts, I got four that bet me that they believe in it for real. So a nigga that'll sit here and bet me before the season started, like, well, I bet my boy win a championship. But I fuck with you. You believe in it.
Exactly.
This ain't no fugazi. You down with it for real. You ain't got them. You ain't throwing it rock high in your hand. You ain't doing it, and I respect it.
There you go.
So last year, Nick caught me. They caught me for that. Nick caught me. I ain't mad. I slew him. I told him, boy, ain't no problem. And to keep it pimping with the season started back, he brought it back like the DJ. Like, I bet we win again.
Right.
I won this time. He must respect the 4-month layoff again.
Right.
I won this time. So I'm waiting on mine too. So when y'all hear talking, nigga ain't just talking that has nothing to be talking about. Nigga, it's about the biting when we talk with these sports, man. You can believe that.
Oh yeah,
it's about, he ain't just run that mouth, just run that mouth. You can beat it on defense. You can believe it. I don't run my mouth just to run that motherfucker. I just be talking. I talk sports because I love the game. But if I talk it, well, you can damn sure know I can walk it. Well, you can believe that. I believe. I said my money believe in what I say at all times.
Yeah, it go damn sure come on through.
Yeah, so believe that. I don't just. That's why I always say check me when I'm wrong. Because if I get to talk myself, I wouldn't bet my money on it.
Yeah, right.
That's on everything I love. And betting your money, let me know if you got to do you really believe. Do you believe?
Let me know you ain't just popping.
Yeah, do you believe or is your pony ride? So that's all I want to know. Do you believe or is your pony ride? That tell me that when you bet that money, you're doing more than pony ride and you believe. You believe. But when you ain't bet that money, you just pony riding.
Exactly.
You jump out that motherfucker in a minute. You don't know in a heartbeat. So
easy.
Just let y'all know what's really going on this year.
Yes, sir.
It's about the money, all shape, form, and fashion. When you hear me talk, when you hear talking about sport, it's about the money. You need to take heed if you want some.
Hey, man, you win something, man. You know what I'm saying? You win something, bro. So you win more than you lose, man. You know what I'm saying? They got that stay down.
You better. You better stay down. If you don't, you'll miss out.
Okay.
Man, we done had these folks for a hot little second, man. You don't want to tell these folks, you got anything to say for us?
Hey, man.
Oh, y'all folk got me.
They're gonna be good, you know what I'm saying? Playoff, man. I'm looking forward to it, you know what I mean? I want to see, you know what I'm saying, Brooklyn Nets, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and win some, you know what I mean? And I want to see Brooklyn Nets and Phoenix Suns championship. That's what I'm looking for.
That's the one you making for the. I heard a guy was on my IG said that he said the Suns and
I want to see that one. I want to see that one.
Well, I'm saying I got this on document too. I put it in the Facebook group. Was that Know That Sport? Know That Sports Talk Facebook group. Anytime anybody out on Facebook, man, y'all come join the group. Y'all want some good shit.
Man,
and know LeBron James in the group though. Well, they good shit talking on them.
Good
ones. I got another I got the Clippers in Brooklyn. I got a Clippers in Brooklyn. But I'm gonna tell you, I got a Clippers in Brooklyn to make the final. But I'm gonna tell you what'll be a good ass finals if Brooklyn don't make it.
Right.
Clippers in the goddamn 76. Whoa, that'd be a good one, boy.
Yeah, Doc.
Ooh, that'd be a good one, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I'll be satisfied with that one. You know what I'm saying? But I picked the Clippers and got in the Nets, and I got the Nets to put it out. Yeah. But boy, I'll be satisfied with the Clippers. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that would be hard.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Yes, sir.
That'll be another. I'm saying we will make it to the finals, y'all. We're here for us again. You know what I'm saying, you can believe that.
There you go.
We got another round in the Western Conference and the East Conference final. So we'll be back by the time that starts. I appreciate everybody who fuck with Know That Sport podcast, man. Y'all know it's sponsored by Highlights of Mountain, man. The real one. Man. This is not the steroid, man. This is not wrestling. This is the real.
Yes, sir.
We fuck with folks who fuck with us. We're on all podcast platforms, man. Check a nigga out, man. Once again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Much love and respect on this end. And I can say it 1,000 times, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Y'all folks know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.